This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. 4:05 p.m. on a Sunday. On a Sunday, headed to Costco. Things are rattling around in here. Move some things out of the way there. So what am I going to Costco so late in the day on a Sunday? Well, I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, haven't had any pizza in several days, so I wanted to go get something to eat. Mrs. Right has already eaten her stuff, so time for me to go. Yeah, we had kind of a shift in our dinner hour today. So she ate her stuff, and I said, well, I don't have anything good to eat. I'm going to Costco. She goes, go ahead. So there you go. I'm headed to Costco. Now, another reason too is what was I going to say? That text threw me off. You know, having the phone text on your watch makes it a lot easier, right? You can see it real quick. Gas. Yeah, okay. The reason I wanted to go today is because I already filled up gas in Mrs. Wright's car today, and it was $5.12. It's going up. I don't want to miss it and pay even more on Monday. I just have a gut feeling by the time I go on Monday, if I go on Monday, that I'm going to miss the pricing. And if the price goes up, then of course it's going to cost me more money. So anyway, yeah, I mean, if it goes up, it could basically pay for my pizza for the difference. When's this war going to be over? Let's not talk politics. But we all have it on our minds. I'm guaranteeing you guys have that on your mind too. Whether you're pro the war or not pro the war, it's affecting you in terms of gas prices. Yep. So anyway, I sold a bike today. Yeah, nice folks came in from, well, they're not in my town, but they're in the general area. They came in and purchased the Hemiway Rambler Premium. What is the Rambler Premium? Well, that is the bike that has been very difficult for me to sell. And I told them that too. And the reason is because it's a mid-drive motor bike. And none of us could figure out why it was so hard to sell this bike. They rode it, okay, they test rode it around the police station parking lot. And they said, yeah, I can do this. I go, yeah, people can do it. It's just that when they first hear about what needs to be done to ride the bike properly, as far as shifting the gears and everything, people freak out. But here's the thing. She rides and pedals all the time. All right? So she's no stranger to pedaling. She has a bike already. She's just replacing a current bike that she has. And so she goes, I could do this. I go, yeah, people could do it. It's just that if they're new to e-bikes, and then you tell them all this stuff that they got to do for a mid-drive, they don't want the mid-drive. It's as simple as that. So it's been very difficult for me to sell that bike. But the benefit to her was, because it's been difficult, I lowered the price of that bike way down. This bike, I think, when it was first available, was like $2,200, something like that, from Hemiway. And I think she got it for $1,095. You can't beat the price. And it had less than 50 miles on it. I don't know what she said. What it had, 46, 48 miles, something like that on it. How could you beat that? Right? I said, hey, their loss is your gain, right? There you go. And they like the color. She liked the color. That's a good color. I even like the color. Anyways, that bike is gone, and it feels like a missing section because I'm used to seeing that bike in the house. I'd not taken that bike out that often. I mean, think about it. How many miles did I put on it? Not that much, right? But I always felt that if it doesn't sell, maybe somebody will steal it. I told him that story. I said, The final video that I did using this bike, I took it to a grocery store and we locked it up. And he asked me how I locked it up. I said, here's how I locked it up, but I kind of figured if somebody steals it, then I don't have to sell it. We had a good laugh about that. Nobody stole it. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kind of miss that bike a little bit because it was the only mid-drive bike I ever had, and if you noticed, I'd never taken another mid-drive bike again. And the reason is because I have to sell these bikes. I've said this so many times. I have to sell the bikes after a while. I can't keep them all. Eventually, you have to move them on. And if it's hard to sell even the one mid-drive bike, what's the chances of selling any other mid-drive bike that comes my way? Yeah, he couldn't figure it out either because it's got a nice Bafang motor on there and everything. But I said, the thing is that if let's say you're new to an e-bike, you've never ridden one before. Okay, these guys have e-bikes already, so they know. But if you're new and some guy tells you all these things you got to keep in mind when you're shifting and when you're riding to keep the chain safe and keep the gears safe and all that stuff, you'd probably be scared out of your mind. You'd probably say, forget it, I'm not going to do it. But it didn't scare her. She says, I could do this. I go, yeah, anyone could do it as long as they are used to pedaling. She knows what the pedal assist levels do. She knows that. The only thing she said she needed to get used to is the throttle is on the left-hand side. Yeah. And they're all doing that now, just so that you know. A lot of them are going to the left because a lot of the bikes have trigger shifters, and those are mounted on the right-hand side. It eats up a lot of space. So there's not really a lot of room to put a throttle on the right-hand side anymore. So many of the bikes have throttles on the left now. So, I mean, whatever she buys or whatever she would have bought, if it's, something recent that has these trigger shifters, she'd have to get used to that anyways, no matter what she bought. So, but no, she saved some money. Yeah. She did ask me if the basket came with it. There was a front basket I had on there before, and I said, no, unfortunately. And just so that the rest of you guys know too, unfortunately, the accessories that are given to me from the manufacturers, many times I will take it off of the bike and move it to the next bike that I'm showcasing because it's kind of hard to keep asking the companies, give me another basket, give me another basket, give me another basket. I mean, it's better to just take it off and move it to the next bike, right? So that's what I did. So it's that basket is now sitting at my Hemiway D5 2.0. So I says, unfortunately, it doesn't come with the basket. I only sell the bikes the way they normally would give it to you anyway. So so anything like mirrors that I have on there, anything like bottle cages or anything like that, I take all that stuff off because I got to move it to the next bike that comes in. Otherwise, I'd be buying stuff all the time too. So there you have it. Yeah, the Hemiway Rambler has finally moved to a forever home. Learned that from the dog and cat people. They're moving to their forever home. Mm-hmm. Well, good luck to them. Thank you so much for the purchase. I appreciate it. I'm sure they'll enjoy it. So what else is for sale? Huh? Go on the russisright.com website. Take a look for yourself. Freesteller Falcon is for sale there. A Magicycle Deer is available there with an extra battery too, by the way. What else is available on there? I can't remember. The Velotric Summit 2 is available. That's a steal. Yeah, get a hold of that one if you like it. The Hemiway A7 is available. That's a commuter style bike. I've really been debating about keeping or selling the Velotric Temple. I like that bike a lot, but space-wise, other bikes have come in, and even something as thin and lightweight as that thing, if I don't ride it as often, because I don't really ride that bike that often, but there are times when I feel like I should ride a standard looking bike. That's why I want to keep it. But if I don't use it that often, is it worth it for me to hang on to? You see what I'm saying? So I might actually sell the velotric tempo as well. Hey, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. You know, if there's a buyer who wants it, maybe I'll put it up. Yeah. So, but the other velotric is already up there. That's the Summit 2 is up there. So, anyways, there's a number of bikes. There's the electric Expedition. No, not the Expedition. Sorry, the electric X Peak 2.0 is up there for sale too. So, I might even sell the Expedition one day. As much as I like it, it's a dual battery cargo bike, right? It's got everything on it. It's a big bike. It's a big bike. But Mrs. Wright says, you know, are you going to carry anything with it? I go, not really. She goes, then what do you need a cargo bike for? I like the dual battery. I've said this many times. This gives me range. I don't have to even think about it. Yeah, it's like two 17.5 amp hour batteries. I don't know. I'll think about that one. But I like the bike in general. That's why I still have it. Well, who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll sell it. But it does take up a lot of space. So, all right. Anyways, I'm here at Costco. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. I'll talk to you guys next time.